Tap Control is a brand new feature that Phonak launched with its new Phonak Paradise platform. It's available in rechargeable form factors, the Audeo PR and PRT, at 70 and 90 performance levels. With the enhancement of Bluetooth functionalities of the Audeo Paradise platform, Phonak wanted to introduce a new way that hearing aid wearers could interact with their Bluetooth-enabled smart devices without having to worry about button presses or fiddling with the settings on the phone. Tap Control essentially turns the entire hearing aid into a push button, and we've trained it to leverage the onboard motion sensor, which is a triaxial accelerometer, which is designed to measure movement across 3 different axes. So what can you do with Tap Control? Tap Control has been designed to interact with a smart device via Bluetooth. It offers 3 main functions. The first is to answer or hang up a Bluetooth streamed phone call. On previous generations of Phonak direct streaming hearing aids, when a hearing aid wearer receives a phone call, they have to be quite precise about where they press to answer the phone call. Tap Control makes this process even easier, and it doesn't require such a precise press of the button. All it requires is a double tap at the top of the ear to answer the phone call. The second way that a hearing aid wearer can use Tap Control is to interact with a virtual assistant that will be installed on their smart device. The most common virtual assistants that are found on phones today are Siri on iPhones, the Google Assistant on Android phones, but there are plenty more out there. Tap Control can easily activate the virtual assistant, so instead of pressing a particular button on the smartphone or loading a particular app, you can just do a double tap on a particular ear and it will trigger the assistant on the smart device. This can make it really easy to set up and use the virtual assistant to get things done, whether it be play music from an app, send or receive text messages, get traffic information, receive search results, check sports scores, shop online, set reminders and alarms, check the weather. There are literally hundreds of different commands you can complete using a virtual assistant. All you need to do is a double tap on a particular ear. And this ear is set either by the hearing care professional or set by the hearing aid wearer on the MyPhonak app. Tap Control works with Google Pixel phones, iPhones, and on an Android phone, if you happen to have multiple apps installed that have virtual assistants, a Tap Control can be configured for whatever assistant you'd prefer. On this phone, I've got Google Assistant, Alexa, as well as Bixby installed. I might choose to use Alexa. One handy use of Tap Control is in the car. If you happen to have a system like Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you can actually trigger those systems using Tap Control when you're paired to the smartphone. Using Tap Control means it's a safe way to interact with your car system. You don't have to hunt around for a button on the steering wheel or a button on the screen. All you need to do is double tap your ear. Navigate to Sonova Australia.
Navigating to Sonova Australia Pty Limited.
The third way that Tap Control can be used is to start and stop media that may be being played from an app on the smart device. An example of media might be music from an app like Spotify or Apple Music or Google Play Music. It might be a podcast from Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts. It could also be a radio broadcast from an ABC app or an SBS app. This means you don't have to unlock the phone and hunt around in an app to pause the stream. You can simply double tap on an ear, the music or the media will stop, and when you're ready to start streaming again, a double tap on that same ear will resume the playback. So let's review all of the things you can do with Tap Control. The default settings are as follows. When you receive a call, you can accept that call by double tapping either ear. When you're finished with the call, you can hang up also by double tapping either ear. If you have access to a virtual assistant on your smartphone, such as Siri on an iPhone or Google Assistant on an Android phone, a double tap on the right ear will trigger that virtual assistant, so you can give it a voice command. If you have apps that are capable of playing media, a double tap on the left ear will start or stop that media when you need it to. Like any new feature or technology, there may be a learning curve to using Tap Control successfully. For this reason, we've included a training section in our programming software, Phonak Target, so that clinicians and hearing aid wearers can become more familiar and comfortable with this feature and technology. The settings are also completely adaptable to the hearing aid wearer's needs. So I've talked about the default functions, but these can be tailored to the requirements of the situation. For more information about tap control, other features, or just general information about our Phonak Paradise platform, please head to our phonak.com website.